An appeals court has sentenced former President Yoon Suk Yeol to 7 years in prison on charges of obstructing a corruption investigation office for high-ranking officials' arrests. The sentence is 2 years longer than the 5 years handed down in the first trial.
In its first verdict, the Special Insurrection Tribunal at the Seoul High Court sentenced former President Yoon Suk Yeol to 7 years in prison on charges including obstructing his arrest. The jail term is 2 years longer than the 5 years handed down by the first trial court. First, Yoon was found guilty for the charges that he had obstructed the Corruption Investigation Office for high-ranking officials' attempts to arrest him.
공조수사본부로부터 세 차례 출석 요구를 받았으나 모두 불응하여 정당한 이유 없이 출석 요구에 응하지 아니하거나
He was also found guilty on the accusation that he had violated 9 cabinet members' right to deliberate when convening a cabinet meeting before declaring martial law. Yoon was found guilty on most charges as the verdict of not guilty was overturned on charges of sending false press releases justifying his martial law to international media outlets. The bench highlighted that Yoon had abandoned his presidential obligation to abide by the Constitution, adding that his lack of prior criminal records should only be considered in a limited extent.
사회적 혼란을 더욱 가중시키는 등 대통령으로서의 책무를 저버린 것으로 볼 수밖에 없습니다.
Following the ruling, Yoon left the courtroom after shaking hands with his defense counsel and patting them on the shoulder. Yoon's side announced that they will immediately file an appeal with the Supreme Court.